Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I am your host, GameChanger. Okay, so apparently Apryl Jones had some things that she had to get off of her chest. There's some things I like to get off of. Yeah. Huh. But no, seriously. There's apparently I seen like clips and snippets of it. She's talking about men are broke, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we all heard this before. Typically it comes from this feeling that every woman, particularly attractive women, which she is, feels that they are entitled to a man of means. I guess, yeah, I mean, but by that logic, certain men are entitled to certain results from women. I mean, you ever notice that men, no matter how successful, handsome, or dot 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 he might be, he's never really entitled to anything. It's always a crapshoot. It's always, well, just because you are just because you're 6'5", that don't mean I'm gonna, blah blah blah. You get the rift. Now, with Apryl Jones, one could also say just because you are exceptionally attractive, that doesn't necessarily mean you are entitled to the exact type of man that you want. It means that you're eligible for certain men that other women are not. And what you do with that eligibility is, well, a matter of personal choice. And apparently, you've had opportunities and you probably will still continue to have opportunities. Nevertheless, it doesn't mean that you are guaranteed anything. So that's what I wanted to say about the little bit of it that of this snippet that I've seen thus far. All right. So D Scott says, oh no, her and Tay Diggs didn't work out. I'm shocked. I did not know that her and Tay Diggs didn't work out. I actually, until I seen the snippet, didn't know that the two of them together. So just so y'all know what I know about Apryl Jones. Apryl Jones, prior to this Instagram post that she did, prior to that, I she was on a show called a YouTube show with Johan Jones called "Are You Hitting That?" And basically, the show was about Johan, the star, and his roommate slash best friend, who was a female, who he wanted to smash. It was all kind of tension, but he was with her cousin. They were engaged. So they spent like the first three seasons in this tension, and then when things finally erupted, the girl's cousin came back into the picture, and that created an awkward thing. Now the girl's cousin just so happened to be none other than Apryl Jones, who was hotter than the girl herself. So that was the show. Hit the like button. Now, Apryl Jones, that was the first time I seen her. I seen her and her tits on I forget the name of the show. I forget the name of the like TV series, but it was on Tubi or something like that. And she's done a couple of Tubi movies. And that was all I knew about her. And then she did this, and Danica started talking. And I'm like, okay, let me check this out. Let me check out what she's about. And I decided to do it with you all. This is going to be a quick video. Somebody says she been hit the wall. Well, she's 37. Um, Megan Good is 43. I would say that they're both very attractive women. From what I've gleaned, Megan Good has a considerably more desirable personality. She's definitely appears to be much more of a joy to be around. But yeah, that is the question of the day, and I intend to answer it. But before that, I'm going to see what brought up this question. So fair use, fair use. All right, give me a second.
They want to be catered catered to. I can't even. When I hear it out loud, it just sounds. They want to be catered to. They give you bare minimum. They don't want to spend money. Men will come with the bill will come to the table, and the men don't grab the bill. Women are grabbing the bill first. The women are grabbing the bill first, and we are paying for the bill. Somebody said, "How about?"
Okay, whomever that is, I don't know if it's her sister, cousin, or friend, or what have you, but she's considerably less attractive than Apryl Jones. Now, some of you fellas are in the chat room saying, she been hit the wall. She'll be hitting your bedpost if she was there. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the MF and cap. Do not tell me that in this dress, well, I kind of paused it like at the wrong moment, but yeah, do not tell me that y'all would not take this down. Don't tell me that. I mean, yeah, on paper, you know, she's 37, single mother of more than one, has a reputation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But off paper and on bed sheets, she would be looking real nice. Just saying. All right. So appreciate you. Too cool for school. This is gonna be a short one too, but yeah, I appreciate this. It says appreciation donation. Thank you. Y'all throw GC $1, man. Been giving us daily work. Appreciate him with his. Thank you. It is hard to do something like this every day. It is hard to juggle. You know, I'm trying to do that so I could trick the algorithm, push me out more. It doesn't seem like it's working lately. Like it had its ups, but it doesn't seem like it's working lately. So who knows? I'll keep at it for a bit, see how it goes. Maybe to the end of the year. All right. And yeah, so yeah, come on, stop the cap, fellas. Stop it.
How about he come to you? But that wouldn't even. That's fine. Come to me. But don't ask, like, don't say you're not gonna fly me, but come to New York. Okay, you're gonna send for me? Because he could have easily just been like, I want to see you. I will come to you. What?
She has a point. I have never flown a woman in. Let me start there. I've never flown a woman into California. I've always flown myself out to them. Never flew a chick into Cali. And there's a number of reasons for that. But the primary reason is I always assume, because you see, I started the internet, or I started dating before the internet was a thing. And at the time when it became brand new, there was, and I seen it on a show or something, I was like, oh, that is a real good hustle. So apparently there were guys out there who pretended to be women, like they'll take a picture of their daughter, or or what have you, or maybe they are women, and they, just to get free rides somewhere. So say if you wanted a free trip to Orlando, because you want to go to Disneyland. So you just go online, go on some dating show, get a picture of a pretty girl and pretend to be her, and then just hit up the guys in Orlando, and somebody will eventually buy you a ticket to see that girl, and you have a free ticket. So that was a scam back in the day. So I was like, okay, I'll fly myself to wherever she is, any non-Mississippi state, and yeah, that's a way around that. So I do agree with her on that front.
What is happening with the men? I'm sorry. I think that I just am like really actually old school in the sense that, like, look, I do believe as women we are working these days. There's not a lot of at-home mothers, and whatever, cool. But at the same time, my G, like, come with it or go home. What are we doing? Like, what value are you adding into the life of a woman who is supposed to be catering to the home? Like, you want the woman to cater to the house and make sure that she builds a home for you and to make it comfortable and to cook and to do all this.
Okay, let's not. Now she's starting to go in the opposite direction, because I don't like it when women play the time machine game. I don't like it when they go 1924 to 2024, in 88 miles per hour. I do not like that. I do not like how, one day she's a modern woman, she's on Instagram, she's on TikTok, and then the next day she want to be treated like she knits all day and knits all day next to the fire and in baked pies that she puts on the windowsill. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody's falling for that, sweetie.
I believe in that, but like, at what point, if men ain't even flying, you are courting you, bruh. You want me to cook? You want me to clean?
Right.
You want all these things.
Still
What?
expecting those things.
No. What's going on?
But then adding on. So it's like adding on.
I mean, and listen, someone said what's happening with the woman too. I don't know that because I don't date women.
Apryl Jones, Omarion, baby, having a hard time finding a man to do traditional things for her. As we saw, she's clearly
Okay, so this is Remnant Princess. Okay, that was it. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that she said something just completely outlandish. I seen the thumbnails. I seen the background and all that. I thought she said something that was just like completely out of line. But really, that was pretty tamed. I gotta say that was pretty tamed. I don't really know. It's like, all right, she's okay. Here's the thing: we can't really come to a reasonable compromise. We can't come to a reasonable compromise at this point. And I'm talking about between men and women, because with the gender roles, or with modern women, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, the rule book has changed, and we haven't agreed on new rules. And I think that she's experiencing some of that. And yeah, there is some awkwardness, backlash, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. The reason why I did this is because the title of the video was Apryl Jones hit the wall, and she admit that she's been ran through. I'm like, okay, I don't know if she was ran through. Oh wait, I'm looking at the thing. They said that they got another clip. Okay, so it's more to it. Let's see. Somebody said Jason Black just roasted me on his channel for saying I would smash Lizzo after her weight loss for $1 million. Yeah, I mean, I don't. He does that. He does that. But then again, I do that too. But he blocks people. I might be blocked on this thing. I don't know. But hold on, let me go back to the thing.
Y'all ran through, baby. Run through me, baby. Run through me.
They call me the road runner.
Oh my God.
I love when people just assume stupidity.
But who cares if we was? What is it to you? Because you would run.
Why did she say we? Why did she? Didn't a person accuse her of being ran through? Why did she just bring in whoever this chick is? Like, oh yeah, she gets run through too. And yes, I mean, whoever said it would run through both of them simultaneously if they could.
Run through too, boo boo.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. If we gave you an opportunity to run, you run too.
You
Shut up.
Okay.
back and forth and back and forth.
Shut it up.
Yeah.
Shut it up.
Shut it.
And at this point in your 30s,
Yeah. I don't really. Yeah. That was pretty. You left yourself open, dude. You left yourself open.
if I'm in my 40s, like that, you sound stupid.
Wait,
You sound stupid as
What kind of stupid? You saying stupid?
Saying like people who come on here and they be like, yeah, I mean, but she's been with this person and that. So you know my.
Oh,
Okay, shut it up. Like
Kindly and thank you. Goodbye.
that's so dumb. That's so dumb. You sound stupid.
stupid.
Sounds so
okay.
stupid.
Now they're putting too much on it. Now it's been made clear that they don't have other creative insults other than the word stupid, which kind of makes them look the chosen word that they have for everybody else. It's like, okay, you understand what stupid means now.
And who cares? People are this. We are called human beings, people. That's number one. Number two, if a person makes a decision and they are their own person and they have autonomy with self and they want to do what they want to do and they are grown, why y'all got something to say about what people are doing? I ain't never been that type of person. I don't judge nobody. You want a day and you want to do you, boo boo. But that's
Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That time machine talk. This is what I'm talking about when they go from 1924 to 2024. Like in 88 miles per hour. This is what I'm talking about. You know, because now it's okay to just spread it out there. Now it's like, hey, I'm 30, do you, blah, 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 do you, boo, boo. It's like, yeah, were they saying that 100 years ago? But you want men to behave as if they did 100 years ago. I'll lay down my jacket so you can walk over a puddle. I'll give you a rose, pull out your chair before you eat. You want all that. You want that treatment, but you still want to behave as a modern woman. See, that's what I don't agree with. Like, listen, if you're going to be a modern woman, be a modern woman. And then the man will play modern woman games. You will get modern men. And modern men do stuff like, not fly you in. Like they treat you as a gender equal, basically. This is like, sometimes I pick up the tab, sometimes you pick up the tab. We go 50-50, in relationships, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is modern man stuff. This is somebody who has embraced the concept of a free and liberated woman. And a free and liberated woman can say what she wants, make how much she wants, and do who she wants, which you have declared yourself to be. You have declared yourself, hit the like button. You have declared yourself to be a free and liberated woman doing free and liberated women things. So do not ask for an old-fashioned man to get with a modern woman. Don't do that. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with these men? These men have adapted to you, and it is okay. It is okay. I don't fault the modern man for being a modern man. I don't fault the modern women for being modern women, really. I do urge men to be prepared for modern women. I seen a video today, and I showed it on movie night, that made me sick. It made me sick to my stomach. That I'm going to play with y'all. I'm going to play for y'all Monday. Now, Sunday, I'm going to finish up that BBW edition. I really don't want to. That's why I'm not doing it today. I really do not like looking at a bunch of big girls, but I'm going to finish that up because I told you I would. So I'm going to finish that up. Actually, I'll probably finish that up tomorrow. And then this weekend, I'll do that special video. But yeah, because that's the worst scenario to be in. A traditional man meets modern women, because modern women have evolved to prey on traditional men.
what makes you feel good. Why y'all always got something to say about people who are
Just
living
so
their
judgmental.
lives?
Just
Even if they are that way, say they are. So what?
You were with Omarion for how long?
5 years.
5 years,
Yeah.
and you have 2 children together.
2 kids.
So for a lot of other people out there, it's a struggle in general to even
Yeah.
leave a relationship because you never know when's the time to leave. But it's even more of a struggle when you have children because you keep thinking,
Yes.
okay, I need to try to make this work with my partner. At what point did you realize, like, okay, it's enough?
We were young, you know what I mean? I think that like having kids really brings a lot of differences out in relationships. So how me and him ended, it wasn't on my merit because I do the self-work and the self-reflection. I was like, but what is happening here? Like, well, we're supposed to be together. And then I did the work where I was like, no, we weren't.
Right.
This is okay.
Yeah.
And we went through some shit. Like me and him had some tough times.
Hey, somebody tell me if Omarion is related to Marcus Houston. I think somebody told me this before, but I forgot.
But I will say this. We are now at a place where we are on better terms.
Right.
We are co-parenting at its finest. When you look at life, it's not about us.
Yeah.
It's not
when you have
about you.
kids.
Yeah, it's not about you anymore. It's about the babies. It's about
That's just dumb. Okay, if it was about the babies, then you would stay with the father because that's in the best interest of the babies. The reason why the two of you are not together is because y'all thought that it would be best for the two of you. Point blank, period. There's that modern Dizzy chick thinking, you know. Somebody said, are they cousins? Google it. I don't know.
out them. Today, we are going to talk about a woman's worth and not having these titles being placed on us. We are tired of that. And I have a really special friend here, Aja. Thank you so much for being here. Who also, like me, has a baby daddy in the industry. Mine, obviously, guys, you know, happens to be O, and everybody. I'm referred to as Omarion's baby mama. I'm tired of it. I'm over it.
She has a pretty deep voice.
Help.
So Apryl Jones has clearly admitted that she's been ran
Alright,
through
I'm gonna-
by multiple
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Remnant
Men, she's-
Princess, but
females to be
I'm gonna.
dating, or what I really saw was a situationship that eventually ended because it wasn't no real relationship, and he certainly wasn't going to take her serious either. And we're going to take a look at where
Whose
Apryl
kid is
Jones
that?
is and how she ended up here, and her delusional mindset when it comes to her value in a dating market, and her understanding of who she is and what men want, as a lot of females reflect this mindset. And coming from her, who has
I thought Tay Diggs was taller. Because she only 5'7".
dealt with men in the industry, is interesting.
Ultimately, it boils down to fixing you. You cannot give anyone anything unless you pour into your own self. So for me, it was that I made a choice to do therapy. I made a choice to say, okay, if I want this type of partner, if I want to receive this type of love, well, how the heck I'm going to ask for that if I can't even give it at that moment? So for me, I did the work. I did the work on myself. I realized, and I was intentional with God about, God, I want this type of person. God, heal me from the inside out. Like I spoke.
Okay, this is some bimbo babble. I haven't seen this. I'm watching this first time with y'all, but this is some babble. Healing therapy, God, that's all just the way these Ross say it, because it's too cliche. They say it over and over again. It's all the same. These are just catchphrases that they say all the damn time. Yeah, exactly. What is the work? It's not really a thing. Yeah, exactly. This is so yeah, y'all ahead of me because yeah, this is just babble.
I prayed about it, and I took my time and not rushing or not calling on other things to fill me. I was filling my own cup, then filling my children. And then God said, you're ready. You're ready to receive what you've always supposed to be receiving. And so now, you know, and it came when it was like, yeah, when it was supposed to. Thank you so much. It's just easy for me to let you go, basically, because why am I going to stay in something that is not serving my life?
Right.
And that I feel like
the more tits she have out, the more she makes sense with what she's saying. Like the last one, she had a sweatshirt on, and it was like, what is she talking about? This is just bimbo babble. But now she hasn't even started talking, but I am interested and intrigued. Okay, let's hear what your titties have to say.
at this point, it's taking more than giving.
Not only is Apryl Jones known for dating Omarion and Tay Diggs, she's also known for dating Omarion's band member Fizz, where she openly decided to go behind his back to date little Fizz. And that itself was another whole love scandal that she was involved in.
See, once again, if you're gonna be a modern woman, then be a modern woman. Don't I mean, you know, like modern men, like a modern man would just be like, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. It ain't no fun. Like, I mean, it's not a big deal. Stuff like that is not a big deal to a modern man, especially a young one, which Omarion granted isn't. But nevertheless, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal to pass it to the homie.
Y'all got it confused. Y'all be sitting here looking at people like, well, this is his, and he's a great person. You don't fucking know that person. You ain't fuck him. You ain't sleep. You ain't like, stop. If a man or a woman does not want to be exposed, then start being good to the people that you are with. Why would you think that a person that you treated like utter shit is supposed to protect you? But that is what we do. I refuse to do it anymore. I am 36. I'm about to turn 37, and I won't do it anymore. If you're a piece of shit, you are definitely a piece of shit.
Okay. That's kind of random. I mean, it's filled with hostility. I don't know.
Now we're here where Apryl Jones is finding it hard to accept that she wasted her prime years plotting it out. She wasted her prime years being a cheater.
Well, there's years missing. There's years missing. I mean, you have. Is that baby oil? Is that jizz? What is that on his eye? What is that on his eye? What is on his eye? Well, all right. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Man just standing there with jizz on his eye and a purple tie. Like we're not supposed to notice that? Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Fuck it. Let me go back some.
Is finding it hard to accept.
Oh, that's what it is. So, like this thing, whomever's doing this, Remnant Princess, they're just they're just like got this thing, this pattern that's sprinkling everywhere.
That she wasted her prime years plotting it out. She wasted her.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, so that's what that is. But that's what I was gonna say. Like, so she's been an adult now at 37. She's been an adult for 19 years. And she's only really been with these guys for like 7 years at the most. So there's a lot more prime years unaccounted for that makes you wonder, how were those wasted? Like the majority of her adult life, she of course was still attractive, and she wasn't with Omarion or Tay Diggs or this guy here, Little Fizz. So it makes you wonder, like, how were the other years spent? I'm curious about that.
Her prime years.
I think that would be the bigger waste.
Being a cheater, a manipulator, and being ran through by different men. And in that time, men were willing to do whatever because she was in her prime years. And she thought that treatment would last. Now she's here. She cannot accept that she has actually hit the wall. And men are not going to put in the same effort, same time, or
okay. She has not hit the wall, fellas. Depending on how you define the wall. She has not hit the wall. I know that we would like to think that automatically once a woman turns 37, her vagina just grows razor blades and cactus krills into it, but generally speaking, she hasn't hit the wall, and she is still capable of finding a well-to-do man, especially if he has children of his own. That's just a fact, unless she looks completely different off the picture, she's not going to have a problem finding that. including many of the guys here. So let's not pretend. Now, if you go by that definition of hitting the wall, being of an age to where you cannot find a man of reasonable worth, financial worth. However, and this is a big however, she is now, she will never be able to find the men, she will never be able to attract the men that she was able to attract before. So it's a peak. And that wall she has hit. Now, what does that mean? So let's just say the most eligible bachelor that she'll ever be able to get was Omarion, right? Let's just say that's the best she was ever able to do. She'll meaning that she'll never be able to find a man on that level again. At that stage in his career, with that wealth and popularity, she will never be able to reach that level again. However, she is still able to reach men of levels that are higher than some women, many women who are in their mid-20s. Now that is the fact. That's how that works. That's what the wall is. When she has reached her peak of what she can attract, and she will never be able to attract that level of man again. So from that point on, it is and will be a consistent and steady decline. So make of that what you will. Kevin Samuels was a wise man. May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. According to Kevin Samuels, a woman doesn't do better than her baby daddy. Some do, but it is rare. And that's only in the case where the baby daddy just so happened to be in an extraordinarily low, which is not the case with her.
Even money to just sleep with you. See, she was used to all of that. She was used to men doing the most to sleep with her, like Tay Diggs, who was willingly in a situationship with her. But after that, even he moved on. Even he.
Well, I mean, sleeping with her is not the same. That's not anything. Like, I mean, I would sleep with her. I mean, that's not an accomplishment for her.
Didn't see any real desire to pursue a commitment. The fact that she's even talking about men being traditional was so pointless. All those other videos just represent where her mind state is at and how she thinks she's actually worked on herself. She thinks she's become a better woman to deserve a better man. The female that you are is the female that you are, is the female that you was. Females think they can just change and rebrand themselves. You can't do that. You can lie to people and lie to yourself, but the fact is you are still who you are with the past that you have, and men will always acknowledge that. And there's no running from it. Deal with the reality of the choices that you made in your prime years, because that's the real results of what's happening now.
Okay, so that's the end of that. As I understand what happened here, this is a woman who, went probably to a public high school and graduated, probably one of the, if not the prettiest girl in her class, but if not, definitely up there. And I would like to meet who was. And then she went out into the dating market, dated some guys, and she likely went progressively upward. And then somewhere around 30, she finally graduated to the big leagues, which is Omarion. Yeah, the timeline seems about right for that. So, she spent about the first 12 years of her adulthood monkey branching until she got to the top, or at least her top. And then after Omarion, she went with Tay Diggs, but it wasn't serious. Okay. When you have somebody like her and a woman like her who has found herself in a situation where the next guy is always better than the previous guy, she starts off at 18 and then she gets with the guy who works at Cheesecake Factory. and then she moves up a bit. She starts getting, and this is like if you base a guy's value strictly on how much money he makes. So she starts off with the Starbucks barista, then she gets with the manager at Starbucks, then the manager at Walmart, then maybe, I don't know, maybe an accountant or something like that. Then maybe she starts moving into engineers, then lawyers, then doctors. She just spent the first 12 years moving up and up and up until she finally got into the entertainment, which is really like the peak. And then, she's like, okay, she's at Omarion, but she has been doing progressively better since she came of age. So Omarion is a Q-list actor. And quite frankly, I haven't listened to his music since B2K, since he was the leader of B2K. I kid you not. And this isn't because I particularly find his music bad. It's because I don't listen to modern music. But even then, like even before I stopped listening to modern music, I know that the group dismantled and he did his own thing, and I never listened to his own thing. And I also know that he's done some acting, and that's it. He is not very high, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he won all the music awards. Who knows? But I mean, all right, you guys know. I don't know. But as far as I understand, he is not like a top tier actor. He's not A-list. He's Q-list. He's not A-list. He's not B-list. He's somewhere, QRSTUV. He's somewhere in that area of acting. So her going perpetually up the ladder, it's natural to assume that, she don't know when this trend is going to end. Nobody does. Nobody knows where their trend is going to end. The next is always going to be better than the X, because it has been for her. And then she gets with, what's his name? Taye Diggs, who is higher on the acting totem pole. And then it went downhill from there. Like that's pretty much it. She has plateaued. She has plateaued. The level of entertainer that Omarion was and is going to be her maximum, and she cannot stand that. For her, that is a type of wall. So I want to make the distinction between the type of wall that she actually hit and the type of wall that brothers think that she hits, and that is the same type of wall as Vivica Fox, where it's just like a complete downward spiral to where, she cannot get any man of reasonable worth now based on her looks, because her looks is trash. Because she looks like the bag that she used to put Vivica Fox in. Now she don't look like a complete human anymore. Same with Lisa Ray. So yeah, that is the wall. It's really more like a ceiling, because if you look at it like a graph that goes up, 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 and then peak Omarion, and then down, 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 down. That is what is happening. It's really more like a ceiling. These bras are hitting the ceiling. You have Vivica Fox like up, 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 50 cents, down, 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 down to the floor. That is where she's at. That's Vivica Fox. You look at Lisa Ray, Lisa Ray, not Issa Rae, Lisa Ray, and up, 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 up. Prime Minister of Barbados, down, 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 down. The guy that puts the lids on toothpaste. Like that is, it's really more of a plateau than a wall, Fellas like to think that one day, a woman's vagina is just going to fill up with cement and, she's going to piss through her mouth. Like, no, that's not going to happen. But what does happen is a plateau of eligibility, and then they go down as far as the men that they're eligible for. For you average earning guys, chances are it's not going to go down to you until you're not going to want it. Like that's when, Yeah, Vivica Fox, she's below average earning guys now. So Apryl Jones is still well above um, feminine value. She's still well above average earning guys, and is what it is. And guys like myself, possibly. So it's what it is. I mean, maybe in a few years things will change, but that's how it is. So depending on how you define the wall. Now, would I marry her? No. Would I marry her if she had a decent personality? No. No. I'm a childless man who wants to be with a woman who's able to bear children. And though she probably is, by the time that it takes for her to develop trust from me, she will not be. So that's the situation that we're in. All right, let's read some comments. Like I say, this is going to be a quick one. She was with Dr. Dre too. Isn't he married? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, so there is a plateau of pump and dump, and then there's a plateau of, which is always going to be much higher, than relationship. But let's just say Omarion was her relationship plateau. Dr. Dre being an A-lister in the music industry, and arguably, but not a sound argument, a legend in the music industry. I mean, really, that would, marrying him would make her Beyonce and him Jay-Z. Well, she had to have entertainment value herself. Yeah, then maybe over 150 bodies. I don't keep count. I really don't. It's not. It's more important why a woman has a lot of bodies than, if she has a lot of bodies, to me. That's I haven't noticed that correlation, but it's possible. You're late, sir. Yeah, I normally do it during the day. That's probably why the viewership is low. Don't really care. I'm just trying to get one a day out, and I had a busy day, so I can't do it when y'all need me to all the time. With that aggression and emasculation come with it too, yeah. Apryl Jones thing hit the wall harder. So, hey, I mean, you got my take on it. Take it with a grain of salt if you like. Malibu's Most Wanted was Oscar worthy, bro. You talking about that movie? That movie with, what's that name? What's that white dude name? Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. Very few comedies are Oscar worthy, in my opinion, but I mean, it was definitely funny, and Tay Diggs was funny in it. If that's what you're getting at. That was a random thing to say, but I mean, because I wasn't really talking about Tay Diggs' career. I was talking about Omarion's career. I mean, did he have a song called Malibu's Most Wanted? Like I say, I don't. Hey, B2K was B2K more than their music, more than their music. The time that they came out made getting sex for young black men who are reasonably handsome easier. So is what it is. Like that's I was happy for their existence. A bunch of young dudes with six packs out, and on the pretty boy stuff, all black, and believe it or not, there was a time I had a six pack. So it did make things, like women went to bed with an image in their head, and there you go. So yeah, like that's really what that was all about. I was happy for their existence for that reason. So yeah, but after that, he just broke. The band broke up and went their own way. I'm here in SoCal, and there are thousands of Apryl Jones here every year who run the celebrity train circuit. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I haven't been to Southern Cal in a while. Thank you. I'm glad you realized that. It says, bro, you are the funniest dude on YouTube. Thank you. YouTube, I'm going to tell y'all something. YouTube does not like GameChanger. I repeat, YouTube does not like GameChanger. They do not. I've been shadow banned. I've been had my channel stuff, like all kinds of stuff. So thank you for acknowledging the talent that they are suppressing. You spit facts, but it's just savage. Thank you. You appreciate my wisdom. Appreciate that. All right. You literally add years to my life and laughter from this skit. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks a lot. All right. Celebrity train circuit. I like that. Yeah, I mean, listen. When Donald Trump was like grabbing by the, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. Like that's why he still won the election after that. People like grab their pearls. That like, nah, that's real. That's real. When you got it like that, you got it like that. Now, I mean, there's cultures out there that don't feel that any man should ever have it like that, but he does, and he did, and that's just the way it is. And will I ever have it like that? No, no. And I've come to that conclusion, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with knowing that I will never be rich and famous. I'm not saying I'll never be rich, but it is highly unlikely because I chose not to run into work in the entertainment. That if I was wealthy, no one would know it. I mean, for all you all know, I am wealthy, but that's just the way I live. Like I could just be like walking right next to Apryl Jones, and she would not know. Like, let's just say I was wealthy, she wouldn't know. If I was a billionaire, she wouldn't know. So I'll never be able to grab her by it because she's just like, get your nerdy hands out my pussy. Like, I mean, like she wouldn't know. Like, she wouldn't know if Bill Gates grabbed it. It is what it is. Yeah, Jamie Kennedy. Thank you. Yeah. Jamie Kennedy. That was a funny movie. Terry Crews. It's funny to see him dance. It's funny to see him dance. His physique does not match his dance style or talent, which just has me cracking up each time. See, I don't know who these people. I kid you not. I see her in every thumbnail now. I do not know who that chick is. Like I see her like every thumbnail got the same picture of her with a dude that looks albino, and she has like a sweatshirt half off with a bonnet in her head, and like what is she? I mean, whenever it's somebody I don't know, I always assume music, and whenever it's a guy that's tall that I don't know, I'm assuming it's basketball. But I really don't. I haven't looked into it. I don't look for stuff. Stuff finds me. This stuff finds me. Okay. Yeah, we all do. We all do. People who say 40 is the new 20 never been 20. That are they lying? Are they never been 40? Like that's man. At 20, I could just wake up, eat a stick of butter every morning, and and, and my body wouldn't have anything to say against it. I still do like a B2K. What is this? 40 is the new 20. And I'm not watching that Tyson fight because of stuff like that. I understand. I know what age do to people. Like that's a spectacle. Thank you. I appreciate your appreciation. Yeah, Terry Crews. He does like 80 style breakdancing. Combined but the facial expression, he's a funny dancer. He's a talented dude. Not everybody can go from tough guy to what's dude name on Fresh Prince of Bel Air? What's Carlton Banks? Not every dude could go from tough guy to Carlton Banks in the same scene. Like he is one talented brother. She played on a Disney show called Jessie. Okay, it's probably a kid's show that I haven't that I was old because she's a lot younger than me. So it's probably a kid's show that I just didn't. I was too old to watch or have interest in rather. Okay, it says she been hit the wall. Okay, so rewind it and you'll see my conclusion on that. Skai Jackson was a child star. She was on a Disney Channel TV show called Okay. I once again. Jesus. I don't why should I care about this broad? Oh, she's actually pretty outside that one scene. Okay, so is this it? She was arrested for domestic battery. Is this what y'all talking about? Dang, she looked like a cricket bug. She looked like the cross between a cricket and a ladybug. All right, hold on. Let me play this. Since I'm gonna give y'all an hour today. Because it's Friday night. All right, let's see. Yeah, like a ladybug cricket. I mean, she has those eyes that I like. Yeah. The neck is Cameroonian, but yeah.
Disney Channel star Skai Jackson facing legal trouble after an altercation with her boyfriend last week. According to multiple reports, the actress was arrested for domestic battery over a public fight with her boyfriend that happened at Universal City Walk in Los Angeles.
I am kind of shy as a person. Yeah, people would never guess, but yeah, I'm very reserved.
Allegedly, security called police after claiming they saw Skai shove her boyfriend, and footage of the incident reportedly showed the 22-year-old push him twice. She was then arrested, cited, and released a few hours later.
I'm strong and I know I can get through anything.
Those same reports claim the star and her boyfriend actually deny getting physical. And get this, they reportedly revealed they're actually engaged and expecting a baby.
Is this what all the hoop up is about? Honestly, is this what y'all talking about? Y'all gotta cover Sky. What is this? This is a lover spat. You know, maybe a slap or two. What is this? What is this? Stop sending me garbage. Okay. Somebody sent me an Instagram. The thing I did yesterday, the BBW edition of Pop the Balloon. Hilarious. Watch my show, know what I like, and send it to me. What is this? What is this? Do you think I give a damn? I don't know this broad. All right. Well, then again, I didn't know Apryl Jones, so fair is fair. Yeah. All right. Let's see what the rest of this is.
In the past, Skai's been vocal about her advocacy for preventing bullying.
I don't mind little titties. On a real cute face, I don't mind little titties. I don't. Sometimes I prefer it when they pokey.
Especially online.
People know I'm an advocate for anti-bullying. The more I saw it, I was like, you know what? No. I'm going to speak out on about it because I think it's really important, and people go through these struggles every day in life. And for me, it's kind of like my duty with the big platform that I have is to use it for good.
Skai's domestic battery case will be reviewed at the LA County DA's office to determine whether charges are warranted. ET has reached out to Skai's rep for comment.
That was the lamest crap ever. All right, I'm gonna see who said that. I'm gonna see who said Skai Jackson. That what the internet is all about? That's what everybody talking about. Kevin Murray. Who else said it? Who else suggested that I look that chick up? There was nothing. That was nothing. Nothing I could use. Nothing. Yeah, I don't. I don't. I don't mind. I don't mind little titties on a cute face. See, when a woman is cute, I think sometimes when a woman has a real pretty face, she she eliminates all other distractions from her face on purpose. Like she knows that, if she had tig old bitties, you won't notice her face as much. You won't even notice that she has a cute face too, because you're just enamored by the tig old bitties. Take Halle Berry for example. Halle Berry and Amber Rose, they pull off the short haircut. And the reason why is because they have, you're just so enamored by everything else that you forget about the fact that they ain't got no damn hair. Somebody said all 3 or 4s are open. 3 or 4s now game changers, huh? I don't know this girl. I don't know. She smacked up her boyfriend. Like I'm tripping because like that was it. That was the whole story. And that everybody on YouTube, because I seen her with the albino dude. Like I see her thumbnail everywhere. I was like, that's what the hubbub is about. You know what it is? You know what it is? Y'all don't like Pookie. Y'all do not like Pookie. And don't get me wrong, I don't like him from a social standpoint, a black man image standpoint, but y'all don't like Pookie, and y'all are of the same obsessive mindset as O'Shea when it comes to dudes that mess with white women. It's just like this hatred that y'all have. It's like, all right, she with a Pookie. I don't, let that man be. And same with O'Shea. It's like, all right, you with a white girl, let that man be. Oh, and I am gonna do a video on O'Shea because O'Shea went bad on No Fugazi podcast. And I'm like, man, if you don't leave him alone, leave that man alone. O'Shea is constantly messing with people for IR dating, constantly. And then and before I had a chance to do it, Saint and Center checked him on that, and he did it in a spectacular way with a much larger audience. And so I'm gonna just play that because, yeah, it's like, what's wrong with these dudes? These are some true de-policing dudes. There is no worse de-police than a person that left the jurisdiction because he knew it was bad. He left. He's gone. He's like, listen, he has the money to live where he pleases. And he don't please to live in Del Paso Heights any longer. Now that says something. That says that he understands that that the women around are problematic, and he would much rather be with them women because he would. But don't throw shades at dudes that found their own form of outs from women who are culturally corrupted. Yay, from Sacramento. So yeah, just, man, that gets on my nerves. And it's the same with these like, listen, if a woman wants to date a Pookie, then that is on her. You know, I got friends who are Pookie. What they supposed to be incels? Like, I mean, this some women are just gonna like stuff like that. To me, it's not the end of the universe. It's really not. Now, if they complain to me about the results, then you might hear something about it. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I don't really like dwell on that to the end of perpetuity. Let's see. Oh, I know what I want to show y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Dang it. I found that clip that I was looking for before, but it's gone now. Hold on. Dang it, it's gone. Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know if I'm spelling it wrong or what, but it's gone again. Gone again. Hold on. Yep. I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second. I think I might have because I have the YouTuber now. I just got to find the individual show. Yep, I found it. Y'all gonna crack up. Y'all gonna crack up. All right, here we go. So a while back, I did a video about Asian men, black women relationships, and basically Asian men just look at black women as thirsty. This video here is like 10 years old. It's entitled "Thirsty Females and Standards." I was spelling it wrong. I was spelling crispy Crispy, but he has an H in it. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay.
And yeah, wow, I haven't done AMBW video in a long time, so I just thought I'd bring it back. I actually got a couple of fresh ideas that nobody's really talked about. So yeah, and kind of the reason why I don't really do too many AMBW videos is I'm gonna be real. Sometimes if there's not really there's only so much you can talk about. So it's just like for me personally, it's just like if a bunch of people have already talked about it, I don't really want to talk about it, you know. There's nothing really more I can add to the conversation, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I got a couple in my head.
He looks like the villain in a kung fu movie.
So Facebook groups. I noticed this. This is weird, okay? And this is, I'm in like 10 different AMBW Facebook groups. I'm gonna be honest. and I only like maybe participate in one. I don't even really count it as like participating. I just like
If I was a China man, I'd have like a long pinky nail too, so people would think I'm wise.
leave obscure comments, like some foreign Asian dude we will wander into group, be like, yo, where's it about from? I'm from China, but it'll be like in broken English. I'll be like, Nashville. Then like a winky face. So, but yeah, I noticed this. It's just like there's like a discrepancy. There's like a bunch of beautiful females of the black persuasion. Then there's like just a couple Asian dudes, and you got like one or two that shrink, that kind of sprinkled in and whatnot every once in a while. And it's just like I get it, like I get that y'all like into Asian dudes and stuff, which is cool and stuff. I mean, I miss that kind of attention. I think it's just because I'm not a fresh face, or you guys got too comfortable with me or something. And it's just like, oh, that's.
Well, no, they know that you're not trying to do nothing. They know that you've been there a while, and you just there soaking up the attention.
That's Khan. Yeah, he's boring. I don't like him anymore. But it's just like I see one dude will post, and for the most part, Asian dudes like straight up no homo stuff. But it's just like we're decent. We're for the most part decently attractive, like at a minimum. So it's like every time I see him post like, hi, my name is so and so, how are y'all, or nice to be in the group or whatever, and like a bunch of ladies will be like, hey, how you doing? Oh my god, you're so cute, you fine, I want to have your babies, all that stuff. I'm just like, I'm watching this, and it'll be like maybe like posted 20 minutes ago from mobile, whatever. I'm guessing it's cell phones.
Okay, so I was wrong. It was 12 years ago. So 12 years and no progress on this front. They've been throwing the cat at regular guys, and we haven't seen like a boom. We haven't seen like boom. Like we haven't seen that. Throwing cat at regular, a self-confessed regular Oriental guy with no results, none. Like it hasn't been moved. The what do you call that? The goal, like the scoreboard in that regard hasn't been moved. What have they gained from doing this? Except a random guy coming up saying, hey, you girls are embarrassing yourselves.
Song, and it's just like 80 plus comments. I'm just like, wow, y'all looking real thirsty right now. I'm being honest. It's just like, come on, Mac, come on, don't diss me. It's just like, God, call me. Hold up. Do you want me to get you? All right, whatever. What you want?
Talk with respect, bro. You piece of shit.
Calm down. Okay, what you want?
Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna be back this Saturday, but listen, I gotta talk to you because we Pablo was so you're sure you can't go to the fair? Because you called you and Victoria come. You don't have to. I don't have to.
Okay, I got my train of thought back together. Look, basically, ladies, look.
See, this is what over a decade of divesting and swirling got you. Like, and by the way, this is 12 years ago, and he's jaded. Imagine how he's like now. He was jaded to Asian guys was jaded off of y'all vaginas 12 years ago. So this is evidence that the fact that the AMBW thing haven't really taken off is not because of Black women's lack of effort. And when you see somebody post it, they didn't discover it yesterday. Just like they didn't discover swirling when Crystal and Karazin came up with the idea. They have been at this for decades, just unsuccessful.
For those of y'all that are into Asian dudes or whatever, it's cool and stuff, but it's just like, don't lower your standards. I know, a couple chicks that'll be dating Asian dudes and they be like assholes or they be bums or they won't be doing anything. And it's just like you guys will still, you know, some of y'all might still hold on to that dude maybe because there's not a lot of Asian guys that are into like black girls and stuff. And it's just like don't look.
Dang. Squeeze it, squash it, gamma, squeeze it. He is just brutal with it. He just said plainly. He was like, yeah, because there's not many guys that are into Asian girls like that. He just like threw it out there, like matter of fact. Like, yeah, you know, it's not really many kids that like broccoli like that. It's not many Asian guys that are into black women like that. He just threw it out there, like a matter of fact.
Lower your standards for any dude, you know what I'm saying? It's just like now don't have like ridiculously high standards if even if you can't match them, you know, don't put us on a pedestal is what I'm trying to say. It's just, you know, I get that, you know, it's we're still growing, but it's still not there's still not a lot of us, but just because you find an Asian dude or an Asian dude, you find a black chick that's into you and stuff. Don't, if they're not legit about that relationship, like if they're not 100% or they're not committed or whatever, don't settle for less. You know what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So as much as I think it's rather annoying that one new fresh face to the group, you know, all of a sudden gets a bunch of chicks like, hey, how you doing? I love you. I want to have you, baby. You know, it's just like, I mean, as annoying as that is, you know,
he called it annoying.
Don't, if you're legit trying to find someone to date, like serious date, like if you're casually dating, you know, it's you know, it's whatever. But if you're looking for someone serious and stuff, don't lower your standards. Don't lower yourself just so you can get that guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid.
Damn, he's basically telling these bros to have dignity. And once again, this was 12 years ago. Like, it's not like they gained dignity since then.
To have some kind of standards, you know, if they don't got a job or they ain't got no goals or a long-term plan.
Wow. They're going for Asian dudes without jobs. Have you ever seen a homeless Asian? They are really just scraping the bottom of the what do you call that? What do you call those buckets that Chinese food come in? What do you call those little carts that the Chinese food come in? They're scraping the bottom of that. They're scraping the bottom of the walk. I'm gonna go to hell. They are scraping the bottom. They are just picking up used chopsticks. And small ones at that. Just saying. And still getting rejected. Have some dignity.
Plan that might be some, you know, warning sign. So just be wary of stuff like that. Don't settle for less. You know, there just like there are asshole white people, white dudes, black dudes, whatever. There are asshole Asian dudes too. So don't settle for one of those guys if you can do better. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta figure out a way to end these videos, man. I'm saying it was a joke. So damn. Well, anyways, yo, that's all I got on the topic. Yo, just have some standards. Don't be so thirsty every time a new dude pops up. You know, oh my gosh, he's so cute and blah 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 blah. Okay, don't get too carried away. I mean, there's nothing wrong with introducing yourself, saying hi, I'm so and so, but some of y'all just. So, you got some more AMBW vids coming up. Really.
All right, enough of that. All right, so thanks to Crispy Khan, Crispy aka Khan. So yeah, watching that because I seen it years ago. That's why it took me a while to find it. But watching that, I just cringe just thinking about it. I just cringe just thinking about how because first of all, the women shouldn't be the aggressor, but they're writing books. Crystal Carrison have a book out, on it. Like they are just trying everything and failing miserably. Like it is so sad. It is really, really sad that that they're doing this. And that, okay, so keep in mind, this is way before the divestment slash swirl movement even started. I mean, what they doing is they just formalizing it. And then they always say the same thing. Black women are starting to blah, blah, blah. Y'all not starting to do shit. This is the same thing that y'all been doing. Y'all just put a name to it or put a package on it, but this is really the same thing. Like y'all always have tried, like it's all, and he doesn't even know that this is really more about us than it is about them. It's really more about their hatred for us than their love for them. He don't even know, that they are willing to take your bottoms just to have something to say to us. Because he's confused. He's like, wait a minute, we're not that attractive. It's like, listen, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's kind of like when a chick is mad at her boyfriend and she just throws herself at you, and you're like, oh man, I must be the shit. It's like, oh, it's not really about you. She's just trying to make this dude jealous, And his response was, you're embarrassing yourself. Stop being so damn thirsty. Like he could have been small penis pumping and dumping, but instead he just tried to tell them to have some dignity about themselves. See if I can find more on this dude. I want to see if he's with a black woman. Like it would be justified if he was with a black woman, and he has been, for the last 10 or so years. But nope. He even has a video called Stories Gay Clubbing, which is okay. Yeah, it seems like after this he just gave up talking about black women like that. That's pretty much it. Yeah, all the videos have been him by himself. He would, it seems like he would rather jack off than to deal with a thirsty black woman who wants his yellow penis. Like that's that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like, no matter how low you make the fruit hang, it still doesn't seem to work. I mean, even if it did, we just know that you did it, out of spite. So it's not, it holds no weight. It's not hitting the same. You ever been out and then you see like a reasonably attractive black woman with a Homer Simpson style white dude, and then she sees you and then she just grab up all on him, and then they go to dinner and she picks up the check, and they get in the car and she starts driving. Like it's like, okay, I guess you showed me. You're going to spend the rest of your life with a guy that you don't like, or you're going to spend, a significant portion of your life. You are sucking penis that you don't like to stick it to me. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess you showed me. You really stuck it to me, didn't you? It's like, oh, crap. It says, bruh, I didn't even know this was a thing. The pics are cringe. What pics? Pics of what? It's not a, oh, you talking about Asian men, black women? It's not a thing. They're trying to make it a thing. They're trying to make everything a thing. Like you never hear it on the other end. It's a thing that's promoted by the BW half of the AMBW, not the AM half. Like, when do you ever hear the Asian men just like, oh man, I gotta have it. I just need this. This is what I. When do you ever hear that? When do you ever hear them promoting that life? When do you ever even hear them like or see them like go to where Keisha congregates? So yeah, what he said is true. They're looking real thirsty out here. Like real thirsty out here. He said that I looked it up on YouTube. So I'm gonna look it up on YouTube too. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube too and see. Okay. So prettier than he is handsome. Way prettier than he is handsome. This is like the black girl effect, but it looks like he just got a haircut. Okay. What is this? Looks like he's an African businessman looking for a green card, looking for citizenship. Okay. That's my man and my baby. Okay. It's nothing really cringe. Some of these look like regular relationships. Like this one right here, this look like a regular relationship. You can kind of tell when it's born out of hate. When it's born out of hate and spite. But most of these look like regular relationships. I mean, when you're dealing in populations of billions, you're going to have like regular relationships. This one right here looks like a regular relationship. But some of them you kind of like, it's almost obvious that, it was done on some nana boo boo shit. But it don't seem like there's many of those. Okay, so and that's the end of that. Like that's it. You can bet most AM with the BW are losers who have brought shame on their entire family. I mean, they're paying a toll. The BWs are paying a toll to be in this relationship, meaning that she has more money than him, or basically she's dating down in order to be in a relationship in some way, shape, or form. In most of these cases, if he could get an equal Asian woman, he would. So, but he can't, It's really rare that they get a good, educated, money-making Asian man. Yeah, that is really rare. That is really rare. But once again, even if that were the case, it's always that she is more attractive than the Asian woman that he qualifies for. That's almost always the case. Yeah, you kind of tell by their body language when it's off, but most of those look like legitimate relationships. And I think that's more on the Asian man. He's not going to do it unless it's a legitimate relationship. It's not a thing. Wife is Chinese, and I have seen her brothers date all kinds of Asians and even couples of white women. Black women are never an issue. Asian men want slender, lighter skinned women. Yeah. So I'm keeping a buck. And this is just from dealing with, in the Bay Area, just multi ethnicities of people. Black women don't really count. They don't really count. And here's what I mean by that. So it was some guys at a job I used to have in a city called San Ramon, and they said, "Hey, GC, you need to come to this spot, man. They got everything that you want. They got any type of woman you could think about. They got the if you got yellow fever, they got that. If you got curry fever, they got that. If you want some Latin spice, you got that. If you want those blonde hair, blue eyes, they got that. They got the brunettes. They got everything you want. Do they have black girls? And that's how it is. That's how it is. Nobody is looking for the nightclubs or the venues that's full of black women. Like if they did, they escaped their mind completely. If they did have a lot of black women at that particular spot, they didn't even notice it. They were just so enamored by the Indian chicks or the Oriental chicks, or the Mexican chicks, or the blondes or brunettes. Like, because he was listing everything to a black man. He was listing everything to a black man. He said, any kind that you can want or think of. That's really how they think about him. I don't make this rules, but I mean, you can't treat your own men like this and think that other men are going to embrace you. You can't. Ever notice how the most sought after women have a reputation of treating their own men well? They have a reputation of treating their own men well. Like white guys love Asian girls. Why? Because white guys typically love blonde hair, blue eyes, and stuff like that. So why go for women who don't have blonde hair, blue eyes, or big tits? And the reason for that is because Asian women reputedly treat their men very, very well, and they raise their sons to be doctors. I mean, what can black women say in that regard? Anyway, I'm about to go. Had to do this video. Y'all have a nice Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to finish that Pop the Balloon. I'm trying to do it early in the morning, possibly the afternoon PST. So stay tuned for that, because YouTube is not going to send out notifications. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, this is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check for super chats, because I don't want to miss anybody again. Cash apps. I appreciate Too Cool for School for sending a super chat. Greatly appreciate you, brother. All right. And managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, those who participate in the chat, that like button on your way out. Fuck the Tyson fight. That's some bullshit. And this is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.